What's up? This is iPwnedades doing a review for Kancerverus, playing Swiftblade. First thing we'll start out with is your items at the start of the game. Chose 3 tangos, 2 minor totems, a hatchet, health potion, and a clarity potion. These are pretty standard. I actually really like these items. I think one of my most hated mistakes that I'll see Swiftblades do is go boots first, and you didn't. I like the choice of hatchet. You know, you probably won't be going up against a dual lane, so there's not much reason to get a shield. Your job is to farm here while Glacius harasses. So overall, good starting build. This is right before you go on Kraken. He's just kind of sitting there at full HP, and you start to spin on him. Glacius uses the freeze, and then you just kind of back up. My question is, you saw that Kraken had Splash as his first ability because you saw him splash a creep. Why not chase the guy? You know, you have you and Glacius pretty much against a solo Kraken with only 100 or so HP left. Turns out Glacius hits off the health pot, so it's okay, but when you have someone like Swiftblade, being aggressive is really good, but you need to make sure you capitalize on that aggressiveness, and when you get someone down to 100 or so HP, finish the job, or at least capitalize on the pressure that you started. Alright. Here we start with you're just creeping the wave. Glacius has done a pretty good job actually harassing them down kind of low, and you just kind of out of the blind again go on Kraken. You're not close enough to do damage with their spin. Follow it up. Now here is where you make your mistake. If we want it just a little bit, you get Kraken down to half HP, but now you have no spin. You go back in for one more auto attack, but they still have all their abilities up. Rampage charges you, and you get punished for the first blood. Although it is important to stay really aggressive in this lane, you also need to realize when you've gone too far. Once your spin is over and he's only at half HP, all you got left are some auto attacks. He's got a shield, and Rampage is going to be bashing you. That's when you don't run back in. Time to get back and reset yourself. Get some mana up, maybe wait for your spin again. Here you see Kraken's at low health in the lane. You decide to spin on him. Kraken really makes a big mistake here by not just running away. He had his Tsunami charge up. He could have just Tsunami charged back to the tower when you were spinning, but you know, he makes a mistake, you capitalize on it, and that's a really good job. Would like to not see you waste the ultimate, but a kill is a kill, and I think it's a really good job of capitalizing on his mistakes and using your abilities to gain a quick kill early in the game. I chose to look at this point right here because here you have a chance to make a decision. You have a creep wave pushing up at the top, 2 ballistas. Now you don't know Andromeda's here, but a decent creep wave with some pretty good farm. But you also have a double Snotter camp stacked right here for you. Kronos unfortunately taking the creeps over here. But you choose to go up into the lane, which, that's a fine decision. Especially since Kronos is right there in the neutrals, and he's probably going to kill the Snotter camp himself. What I would have done differently is, instead of spinning to kill this creep wave, which you do miss a couple creeps, I would have instead just sat there and last hit the creep wave. It keeps the creep wave in a pretty safe place. I mean, you're within a little bit of distance of your tower, so people can port to it. You do see Andromeda and Rampage coming, and you are able to get out of there, which is really good job. Turns out being really good bait, ending up in a double kill for you guys. But I would maybe instead try to static farm the wave a little bit, and then save your spin for maybe a stack in the jungle, or especially over here, a large stack of creeps. Stack it once, spin on it, net you an easy 300 gold. Alright, we're now at the end of the game. Unfortunately, in this game, there really wasn't much you could do as Swiftblade. Most of the laning problems are really Glacius's problems. When you have a range and a melee, especially like Glacius Swiftblade against 2 melees, you guys should be extremely aggressive, and Glacius should have been initiating on them with his slows on top of his harass and then his stun. However, often it was you initiating with a spin and then him having to catch up and freeze afterwards. you know, yes, you should be a little more patient and wait for Glacius, or perhaps communicate with them a little better, but you did your job, which was get in and get the spin on them. I do think you could have done a little better job farming, especially stacking those big camps in the jungle and then using your spin to farm them, even at level 7. It can net you a lot of easy gold, especially since it's a lot safer than being in the lane. Your item build seemed fine. You know, you guys got a little bit rolled over, so you didn't really get a chance to finish your rune decks and snowball. Maybe try and static farm a little bit as well, not use your spin to push the wave when you're safe by a tier 2 tower to farm as well. But you had pretty good ultimates. Use your spin in the lane. Unfortunately, there wasn't much more you could do. So, good job this game. I would try and maybe communicate with your lane mate a little more next game. But all in all, you didn't do too bad.